Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to test out a bunch of new makeup. I'm going to create this look with a new Patricia Major Dimension eyeshadow palette. I also got his Precision Gel eyeliners. I got 3 of these. I'll do some swatches as well. The new Makeup by Mario bronzer and highlighter. And I will also do some comparison swatches. For the eyeshadow palette, I'm going to compare it mostly with the Natasha Denona Biba eyeshadow palette. Just playing with some new makeup. There was one fail in this and you'll see what it is. If you want to see how to create this look and hear my thoughts about those new products, please keep on watching. If you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel, to join the family, and you can also follow me on Instagram. Without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, we got some new makeup to play with. I already done my base. I used my Givenchy foundation. I have a little bit of Cover FX concealer. And I've done my brows with the Kosas eye pencil. And I just powdered a little bit with the L'Oreal Infallible powder foundation. I really like it to set my makeup. I use a porcelain under the eye, so it's very brightening. And then the shade Linen for the rest of the face. And for bronzer, I have a new one from Makeup by Mario. I did not purchase the stick because I was in store and they were not available in store. So I got the Soft Sculpt bronzer in the shade Light Medium. This is how the component looks like. Very nice and simple. It's a magnetic closure. Very nice. There's a little sticker on the mirror. I like the weight of it. And this is how the shade Light Medium looks like. And I got some of his brushes as well. So I picked up the brush F1. And I believe this is for bronzer and maybe like to contour around the nose. So let's try it. I'm going lightly first because I don't want to overdo it. So in his demo, like this is supposed to go on top of the contour stick, or that looks like it's a nice color for me. Natural, but let's see if we can build up. I wonder if you can blend the cream contour with this. Not on my foundation here. Oopsies. It's very nice. It feels very soft and easy to build up. And it works really well with that brush. The brush feels very soft. And I believe this is synthetic hair. And it feels like it looks very nice and luxurious. Okay, I like to put a bit under my nose. Right there. Just with what is left on the brush. Very nice. I wonder if I could use like the darker shade. Okay, really like the formula. Like the packaging. I like the brush. I don't typically contour my nose, but I could use like this like to maybe carve right here, but we're gonna use a new eyeshadow palette, so I'm not gonna do that. So I didn't get his blushes, but I heard they're good. So I got the KVD Con Liquid Gel Blush in the shade Luminary 50. I was really intrigued by it. This is an interesting formula, like a liquid gel blush, and I've tried it once, but I'm gonna show you. So that's the shade Luminary 50. I'm just gonna pop a bit on my hand first. What we're working with, it feels very, very oily. So if you have a base and you powdered on top, you know, so I'm a bit scared to try it again on my face because it feels like a liquid gel. A liquid gel. Hopefully we're not gonna ruin the base. Baby's crying. That's a sign. Maybe I should not use it. Okay, it's been a couple hours. My baby has her first cold and she has a runny nose, and she could not like sleep with her stuffy nose, and she did not really like the little sucker thing. Anyway, and then she was just awake for a while. So I was talking about the KVD liquid gel blush, and I'm a bit worried because the first time I used it, I had a feeling that it moved my foundation, and it just, as you saw it like in the swatch I did here, because with the finger it was not great. Okay. You know what, that's better with a brush. So that's good that I tried it a second time, and it's moving what is underneath. See how I just removed my bronzer? That's too bad. Because this looks pretty right here. Very glowy. But yeah, it just like removed whatever was underneath. And it feels like so like oily. I have a feeling I'm putting like a slightly tinted makeup remover on. That's too bad. Maybe it's very pretty if you're wearing no makeup, you know, and just your bare skin and you want a little flush, a glowy flush, but this just ruined my base. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, I see it in the mirror. Look, it just took off like, do you see the separation here? Alright, well, I'm gonna try to fix it, and I'm going to apply another blush. That's too bad, but I'm gonna have to return this. I'm not gonna use it. I don't feel it's something I could use. Well, I could use it on my lips, but I don't need another lip balm. It's not supposed to be a lip balm, but let's just see. It does on the lips. Yeah, it feels like it's more appropriate for the lips. And on the lips, it's pretty. Is that meant to be for the lips and I'm just stupid? No, they say blush. Okay, so I fixed it. And it's really pretty on the lips, but it's not meant to be a lip tint or a lip oil. But it feels like a lip oil, basically. So imagine putting a lip oil on your cheeks. I don't know, let me know if it works for you and if I'm doing something wrong, but anyway, I'm gonna apply the Pat McGrath Labs blush in the shade Desert Orchid. I swatched 4 of these in my previous video if you're curious. Love that color, it's super pretty. Something else I got from Makeup Bar Mario is the highlighter. So I believe he has 4 shades, and I picked up the shade Golden. So same packaging as the bronzer, and this is how Golden looks like. So let's do a little swatch here. I think I picked the right shade. And I'm gonna use the brush, another brush I got from him. That's the F3, and I feel like it could be like a nice highlighter brush. There's a smaller side too, which could be nice for more like precise areas. Okay, so let's try Golden. Oh, that's very pretty. You know what it reminds me of? That it was a NARS highlighter. Oh, I'm not gonna remember the name. It was a beach theme. I wonder if it was Ibiza or something like that. But this is very nice. It's very, like, it's there. Like, it's beaming, but natural. A natural beam. Very nice. And Golden is perfect for my skin tone. Yeah, I'm curious to try more of his products. Maybe I should have done a full video, a full review. I really liked his eyeshadow palette, the matte one in particular. Super pretty. It's more intense than Hourglass, but it gives me the same vibe, like it's an elegant glow. And a little bit right there. I'm not gonna highlight my nose too much because I don't have that nice little button nose, as you know. Let's do a tiny bit right here to try to lift it up, and let's do the Cupid's bow. Ooh, look at that on that lip oil. It is too much. Very pretty. I really like the formula. Very nice. Okay, makes me want to for sure try more from his new launch. Okay, now for the eyeshadow palette, we are going to try the new Patrick Ta for Eyes Major Dimension eyeshadow palette. So this is how the box looks like. Very reminiscent of the rest of his collection. And it was a pricey eyeshadow palette. It was $87 Canadian dollars, so it's up there. But, well, the packaging is beautiful. So there's a nice size mirror. There's no protection though, it's surprising, but you have 12 shades, 2 cream shadows. I'm sure you saw it online already. A little protection clasp here, which is very, very nice, well thought. I know it's another neutral eyeshadow palette. I love neutral eyeshadows, and this is what I'm wearing most of the time now. Like, I know a lot of you asked me about the Natasha Denona Zendo eyeshadow palette. It looks fun and nice, but I think I passed. I'm not there anymore. Well, I will maybe buy something a bit more colorful if really I'm attracted to it full on, but the Zendo eyeshadow palette, I was like, nah. But this is like something I feel I'm gonna use a lot if I like it, if I like the formula. So that's the cream. Wow, that's pigmented. I don't want to push too hard, but let me push again. And the last one, like, it looks like a matte with some glitters. It's almost my skin tone. The glitters are almost like invisible. I feel like the more you blend that eyeshadow and the less you'll see those glitters. I'm really intrigued to see like if those creams like will perform better as like a base or as a liner. So this one is a shimmer, like copper tone with micro like golden glitters. Yeah, this one feels more like, wow, that is like kind of the newer formula that you find in the latest quad of Pat McGrath Labs. Look at that thing. It feels exactly the same. It's like a orangey copper, and you have a bunch of micro glitters. Like, it feels very similar to that formula here. See what I mean? Same vibe. This is Pat McGrath Lab Soil Duochrome, and this I already swatched, so it's not as intense. Then it's kind of the same formula of as this one here. Looks like a matte base with like a little micro glitter dust. But yeah, it swatches almost matte. Then another kind of wet formula. Gorgeous. Wow. And last one. Beautiful. Well, the eyeshadow palette is exciting, especially for this formula here. And you have 3 like this. The matte feel butter smooth. The shimmers are nice. Like, it's just, you almost wish like you had more of this formula, but this is very nice too. So, okay, a little close up here. Okay, so that is the Patrick Ta eyeshadow palette. You know what? I'm gonna apply this as an eyeshadow base with the finger, and I'm sure this, like on days you don't have much time, it would be really pretty just on its own. Yeah, look at that, boom. Okay, a little bit more on that side. Oh, that's very nice. It blends really, really easily. Apply some on the lower lash line with brush. Like, I'm gonna set this base with this shade right here. a bit of kick up when you touch a pen with a brush. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure it's not creasing, and I'm just gonna set it quickly. So here it's a tiny bit glossy, and we're just mattifying the base. That blends in perfectly with that base, that shade. Okay. Just gonna work the crease a tiny bit with this shade. Quite a bit of kick up once again, which is not a big deal for me, but just so you know. It's blending effortlessly. Let's play with that red clay shade here. So this one is a shade you have to build up a bit, which is fine. Let me try with another brush just to see if I can intensify. That's better. Okay, I need to blend a tiny bit more here. I didn't add anything, I'm just blending with whatever is left on that brush that I used for the crease. And you know what, let's add a tiny bit of that lighter shade here. See, so yeah, I see a tiny bit of micro glitter, which gives a tiny bit of luminosity, but nothing overly present. Let's use that darker brown. It's not much darker than that clay shade. Just right here. It's funny, like depending on the brush you're using, I don't find it like overly pigmented, which is weird because it swatched so well. There you go. Grab another brush, tiny bit bigger, just to intensify the crease here. So I don't know how I feel because it's getting a tiny bit patchy right there. And I don't know if it's because I used that cream shadow as a base, but it's getting patchy. Yeah, right there. Do you see that? There's like a little blank spot here. Okay, well, we're gonna keep going. Maybe it's my bad. Yeah, it got really intense really fast here. It's funny, it didn't look like it was applying any color. It's blending though. Okay, interesting. I'm really excited to try on that shade. Okay. Wow. Well, I think that's what makes that palette worth it so far. It's that shade. So here I applied a bit more in a lighter way, not as much, just to show you. You can make it a bit more subtle too if you want. And I like it intense, so there you go. It's beautiful. This is beautiful. I guess it's kind of hiding the mess I did here. Now I'm going to use that other shade here in the inner third. And you don't need to pair those. I think one on its own is enough, but we're just playing here. Let's try that lighter one in the inner corner. That's very pretty. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna play with that darker cream shadow. I'm gonna play and like with a little brush. I'm just gonna place it in the outer corner. See how it behaves on top of eyeshadow. I'm sure it's going to be fine, and we're gonna give a bit more dimension to the eye look too, maybe by doing this. I'm sure you can use it in the waterline as well, but I bought his eyeliners, so we're gonna play with those right away. And on the lower lash line, apply this one. It's pretty. Very nice. I just have to see without using the cream as a base of those mattes. I went quite low here to make it sultry. It looks weird right now, but it's gonna look good with mascara on. Let's place a tiny bit of matte, the dark brown, right there. Just set that cream here. So for eyeliner, he has 4 shades. I picked rich brown, deep bronze, and a black one because I always use black. He has a cream one as well. So this is how it looks like, very similar to his lip liners, if I recall. And it's a twist up. No, I don't know if you can twist it back in. Can you? Yeah, you can. The rich brown, super creamy. Then let's take a look at that deep bronze. Make it a bit thicker so we see the difference. So that's deep bronze, the metallic one, but it's not like an intense metallic, I would say here, a bit more light. Not a huge difference between those two. And then the black, very nice. Look at that, it's super, super pigmented. Very nice formula. Okay, so I'm gonna tight line with the black one. It's applying like a dream. Super, super easily. It's so rich and creamy that it just transfers to the waterline. In the waterline, I'm going to apply the deep bronze shade. I feel like, it's funny, it looks more intense on camera than it is in my mirror, but I feel like I need to blend this. You know what? Let's add a tiny bit of a lighter shade here. I'm gonna apply this one just to blend that. And for mascara, I'm going to use the new MAC Magic Extension mascara. I got a deluxe size, and I've been using it a few times now, and I like it. It's very nice. It has like little fibers, so it makes your lashes a bit longer too, and it holds well, no raccoon eyes. It's a nice mascara. Of course, if you love false lashes, you can add on false lashes. Okay, look at that. Before and after. Okay, I'm gonna finish off camera and I'll be right back. Alright, eyes are done and I like it. I like it. Like for a first time, just like trying on stuff, you know, like it turned out beautifully. And I think, well, the main reason, one of the good reason, well, the matte works well too, and at the end I could blend everything properly, but like these are the star of the show. I wish we had like a full row of that formula here because it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, and maybe in the future palettes more like taupe shades, you know, and cool tone shades, and maybe duochromes too. But overall, this is a gorgeous eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna play more with it. If I don't have time to create for this video another look, I will use it again in my next video. I'm a tiny bit disappointed with a Precision Gel Liner in the shade Deep Bronze because, as you may see, if you're a good friend, tell your friends when they have like freaking like dark dots in the corner of their eyes. There's nothing more annoying than when you go on a bathroom break and you see that you have those. So tell your friends. But yeah, I feel like this is already kind of like gone. I'm gonna apply a tiny bit more here. This shade in particular, like the black one, gorgeous. I'm gonna use that all the time, and I have to play it with the other brown. But yeah, look at that. Like, this is so pretty. Like, this is something I want to wear all the time. Apply the Wayne Goss Luxury Cream Lipstick in the shade Camellia. Yeah, took it to a whole other level, eh? Boom! It's a pretty honey nude. Yeah, I ordered some of the Lisa Eldridge lipsticks and I'm waiting for those. Let me know if you want to see like a swatch video like I did. This one was actually really popular on my channel for her previous collection. I did not purchase all of it, and like the blushes were out of stock when I got on her page or website. Yeah, let me know what you want to see, if you want to see a dedicated video or if I included it in like a new makeup video as well. I feel like I'm all over the place here. Anyway, okay, so this is the final look and it's very pretty. The eyeshadow palette, pricey, yes, it's up there, but it's beautiful. I'm gonna have to play more with it, and I'm gonna have to play with those as like maybe an eyeliner. I could have put a eyeliner here, but I didn't feel like it for that look. Love the look. I think it's gorgeous. Like, now really what makes that palette different compared to, let's say, a Natasha Denona Biba palette, this formula. You saw how it just applied like super smoothly, like intense beam in your eyes. Beautiful colors, very easy to wear. Like, it's the beautiful glam looks that Patrick Ta creates all the time, and you're like salivating just watching him and watching the model like just getting gorgeous in front of your eyes. My camera is being rude as usual and cuts me off. So I was saying it's not as heavy as the Pat McGrath Labs eyeshadow palettes, the big ones. So it's something I will be inclined to travel with, and I think I'm gonna take it with me this summer when I'm gone. Like, I love this. I could wear this look every day, every time I have an occasion. I'm sure like this side could do like an easy like glam, soft glam, natural glam like for the daytime. But I will wear that daytime, but for some of you it might be a bit too much. I'm just gonna put it next to the Natasha Denona All Neutral Biba palette. Here, let's try not to drop it. So, do you need the Patrick Ta if you have a Biba? No, you don't. So it looks very similar when you see the two top rows of Natasha Denona Biba palette, like maybe for the cream one, but otherwise if I just do this, yeah, it gives like the same vibe. So let's see, I'm gonna swatch one row next to that lightest wet formula, which is called Abundance. So Abundance is a tiny bit lighter and it looks more wet. Here, I'm gonna zoom you in. Rustic, exquisite, a bit more red, and legendary. I truly am in love with it. Yeah, there's nothing similar to this in this particular palette. It's probably other palettes that may have things similar to it. Let's do the Pat McGrath Labs Quad, the latest one. And let's use, so Venus in Fleurs, Voyeuristic Vixen, Rose, Fire Nectar. So this one feels like the same formula, but with a bit more lifting. Like, there's a bit more like you have golden leaves or gold leaves in it, you know, which is not the case. But and it's duochrome, but it's close. But I feel like Pat McGrath Labs has even more like foil like shine to it, but it's close. So Pasha from the Biba palette, this reddish one, Mother. Okay, I should probably have swatched Shine from the Biba palette. I don't know why I did not. Let's put it right there. And then I'm gonna swatch Freckle and Buff from the Biba palette. They swatch beautifully. Absolutely. And Transition. So same vibe. Same vibe. Those like special formula plus the cream is what makes a huge difference. This one has more cool tones right here, so yeah, it's up to you. Obviously, if you have the Biba palette, you don't need the Patrick eyeshadow palette unless you're like a makeup hoarder or like a collector like me and you just love makeup and you need it in your life. The mascara is really nice. Once again, I told you, like I used it quite a bit now, so I might get a full size when I run out. And when I run out of my other mascaras, I have to finish my other mascaras first. The lipstick from Wayne Goss, I love his lipsticks. They're so nice. His lip glosses as well. I am obsessed with his lip liners. I use them all the time. They come with me. I have two, well, I have all the shades now because there was a big sale on Beautylish for him. So I got all the shades in a bundle. The bronzer from Makeup by Mario and the highlighter is gorgeous, so I'm definitely going to pick up more stuff from his brand. That is it, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, have a good one, and I will see you in the next video.